The poet says, man should live a happy, contented, and peaceful life just like the animals do. Before beginning with the poem Animals, let me tell you something about the poet. He was an American poet, essayist, and journalist. He wrote this poem in irregular verse, which we also call the blank verse or the free verse. It lacks in rhyme scheme. It means that there is no rhyme scheme in this poem. This poem reflects Whitman's animism. It is the spirit of animals that is meant to reflect the truth in humanity. The poet tells us that he feels more at home with animals than humans, whom he finds complicated and false. Now, the first line of the poem. I think I could turn and live with animals. They are so placid and self-contained. I stand and look at them long and long. So in this stanza, the poet is I and they refer to the animals. Since animals are non-humans and they have been attributed with the qualities of humans, we can say that animals have been personified in this poem. The poet wishes to change places with them. He wants to be converted to an animal from a human being. He wants to escape from the world of humans to be with them. Why? Because they are so placid and self-contained. Placid is calm and cool. Self-contained, self-satisfied. And he is so impressed that he keeps standing there and looking at them for a long time. Okay, so in this stanza we came across, the whole poem is full of figure of speech and alliteration. See the third line. The sound L is repeated. Look at them long and long. It is an example of alliteration. And long and long. The word long is repeated. It becomes an example of repetition. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. Whine means to complain irritatingly. So they don't sweat and they don't complain about even their miserable condition to anyone. They bear everything patiently. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. The poet says that their conscience is all pure. They don't commit any sins, so they don't have to weep for any sins, and they enjoy their sound sleep at night. They do not make me sick. Make me sick. M sound is repeated, alliteration. Discussing their duty to God. So they don't make the poet sick by discussing their duty to God. They just do their duty towards God. Not one is dissatisfied. Not one is demented with the mania of owning things. Demented means mentally sick or suffering from any mental ailment. So he is saying that not even a single animal is dissatisfied. All the animals, they are satisfied with their lot. And like humans, they are not greedy. They don't collect anything for future. They don't have any greed for any materialistic things or owning things. Not one kneels to another nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. Not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. So here the poet is saying that they don't kneel down to show respect to others or to those who were born thousands of years ago. Not even a single animal considers himself more respectable than others, which is a big problem with the humans. Every human being consider himself superior than others. And nor can you find any animal on this whole earth, the whole planet, who is unhappy over his lot. They all are satisfied. So they show their relations to me and I accept them. So here the poet is saying that the animals, they keep on showing and cementing their bondings, their relations to the poet, and he accepts those relations with open heart, or you can say happily. So they bring me tokens of myself, token symbols. They evince, they evince them plainly in their position. See the last line, sound P is repeated. It is an example of alliteration, and here he is saying, they bring me tokens, that they provide, they display all tokens of noble virtues that are present in the poet himself, and they display their virtues to him, and they have plenty of all those values which the humans have forgotten. I wonder where they get those tokens. Did I pass that way huge times ago and negligently drop them? So the last line is a question mark. It's a question which the poet is trying to find out the answer to it. And he really wonders from where animals got those noble virtues and tokens of love. And he's saying the path of noble virtues which animals are still following, and they still follow even now. Humans and the poet himself, they have left negligently long ago. So he means to say that humans have forgotten all those virtues, all those qualities of patience, happiness, affection, and animals, they picked up all those qualities, and animals, they have been following all those qualities. Thank you.